Hi everyone, today I'm going to show you how to make hot chocolate, a fancy hot chocolate using your Deluxe cooking blender. So the first thing we're going to do is take 4 cups of milk and add it to your blender. This is the recipe that comes with your Deluxe cooking blender, and if you didn't know it, our blender not only does cold things, but it has a hot heating cycle as well. I've got a 1/4 cup of brown sugar. I like to use dark brown sugar. So I'm going to throw that in. It's a little bit stuck. And then we just need a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And that just kind of brings out the flavor. If you want to skip this, you certainly can. And watch how simple this is. Now, if you've ever made sauces that include milk, you know that one of the secrets is to make sure it heats low and slow. So I'm going to go ahead and add this to the base of our blender. Your lid will, when it locks in place, it allows it to turn on. And let's have you come close here and look at the front of the blender. So on this side are your cold settings. This side are your hot settings. So I'm going to turn it to sauce. And I'm going to hit start. And it's going to work. It kind of goes up and down in its motor as it heats up nice and slow. And we're going to let that do its thing. Now, that's going to run for a while. I'm actually going to turn it off just for a second here, because you don't want to hear that, right? I have a neighbor who has a blender, and she loaned it to me so I can make a batch for her family and show you the finished product. So after this is finished running, it'll say add on the front here. So I'm going to go ahead and just take a cup of chocolate chips. I'm using the Ghirardelli 60% cocoa chocolate chips. I'm going to pour them into the top. This is super, it's piping hot. And I'm going to close it back up. And now I'm simply going to pulse it until those chocolate chips are nice and melted. So we're going to see it here. I'm going to hit cancel. And now we're just going to pulse it while the chocolate chips melt. I think that's pretty good. So let's get the toppings ready, because I told you we're making fancy hot chocolate. You see me use this a lot for things like ginger and grating nutmeg and Parmesan cheese even. Well, you can use your zester to grate chocolate, because we got to top this hot chocolate with some chocolate chips, right? Some grated ones. So I'm going to grab a few chocolate chips from the bag and just stick it in there. Now, if you were grating these chocolate chips with your fingers, that would be kind of dangerous. But stick it in here and imagine all the things you can garnish with grated chocolate. Maybe you can sprinkle it on a cake or your brownies, right into your mouth. You pick. And you'll see it's kind of powdery. It's just perfect. So the zester is not just for zesting. You can use it for other things too. So I'm going to give the hot chocolate one final pulse just to mix it up a little bit more. And then we're going to put this all together. Perfect. Your Deluxe cooking blender does have a heated wash. So that is an awesome feature. And we'll go ahead and just pour it. It's super hot, so be very, very careful. Steaming, right? Just go ahead and pour it right into your mug. Perfect for a cold day. It's a little bit frothy because it's been mixing, so it's going to be really nice and creamy. And then I've got some fresh whipped cream because it's fancy hot chocolate. So I made this with just some fresh whipped cream, powdered sugar, and a little bit of vanilla. We're going to top it, or maybe you like to do marshmallows on yours. I don't know. What do you like in your hot chocolate? And then we'll take some of the chocolate here. I'm just going to use a knife because it's really easy to pick up with a knife. And then we'll just give it a little dusting over the top. Oh my gosh. The whipped cream kind of sunk in the middle. It's going to be super creamy. I hope you'll give this a try. The recipe is right in here in your Deluxe Cooking Blender cookbook. You saw the ingredients, really easy. This does take about 45 minutes on the sauce setting because it's low and slow. So just plan ahead, and you can do a quick reheat with any leftovers. So if it's cold where you are, enjoy a mug of some hot chocolate. Will you try it? Thanks for watching.